Thank you for having me here.
So, okay. Um, what's your name? And say full one.
Sure. My name's Cassie Altimirano.
Mm-hmm.
And what else?
How long have you been living in
I've been in LA for 10 years.
LA? Okay. Now, one of the topics you want to talk about is dating in LA.
Yes. Yes.
Let's
Talk
talk about let's
it.
talk about the experience and how horrible it is.
Yes. There's been some really funny, crazy experiences that I've had.
Sure.
But there's some good ones too.
Mhm.
You know.
Would you like to start with the good or the bad?
Let's start with the bad.
Okay. Okay. Um, Bad dating in LA is a horrific experience. Um, Whether that's to yourself or to the other person who is perceiving you,
Mm-hmm.
right? Uh, I remember I went on a date, very beautiful African American girl.
Yeah.
We dated, we like hooked up for a little bit, and then we went on an actual date, right? And we're at this restaurant, and she goes, "Do you like getting your ass played with?"
Oh my God. Already first date?
Well, no, this was like second or third,
Okay.
and I was like, "Yeah, I don't mind, you know." She's cis, and
Uh-huh.
then she fucking freaked out in the restaurant.
Wow.
She was like, "Oh my god, that's so weird," and I was like, "What are you talking about?" She's like, "That's not straight," and I was like, "Oh, well, we don't have to do that, you know.
Right.
It's not like a thing." And she was like, "No, no, no, no. I think we're good. I think I'm good." And she left the restaurant,
Just bounce.
bounced,
Yeah.
and I was horrified
Yeah.
because I was like, "Oh, so this isn't. I can't talk about this anymore. Like it
Mhm.
just scarred me." And yeah, that was a couple years ago.
Yeah.
What about you?
Um, I, I would say the first experience well, not the first, probably just the ones I remember. Um, when this guy picked me up from my apartment, it's our first date,
Mm-hmm.
and then um, we go into this restaurant. Like, mind you, um, I actually tell them what my height is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 5'7", so like
Okay.
they know,
Mm-hmm.
and it's on the profile.
Mhm.
Everybody knows how tall I am. Well, at least the ones that read my profile.
Mm-hmm.
And so this guy goes when finally meet him in person. He goes, "Oh my God, you're tall." And like I'm thinking, like, dude, like you're like about 5'8", 5'9", and the fact that I didn't mind
Mhm.
your height, like I didn't really care about that,
Mhm.
but that's the first thing he said, like not even how are you, hey, how are you, or
It's
nothing
like, damn,
like
but you're
that.
tall.
Yeah,
You're
they're just like, oh, you're tall. I'm like,
what? Yeah.
I'm not even like. First of all,
No, you're not
it's
tall.
not tall.
You're not tall.
It's not. But like, it's just you're just short. I think that's what it is. Like
Mhm.
you're just short. And again, I didn't even mind it, but his reaction was just kind of weird. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna work it. Like I walk into that restaurant like a
Mhm.
supermodel. Like I just started strutting myself, and
Mhm.
everybody was looking at me. I'm like, I'm not gonna let you make me feel insecure about my height
Sure.
because I'm like again, that's not even an issue. And first of all, you're just not tall. Like I can't.
Sorry, short king.
Yeah,
Next.
and I didn't even mind it at all, and apparently he did. I mean, he wasn't like mean or anything, but it's just the initial reaction just kind of threw me off, and I would have like gone home and I'd be like, okay, well, if this is not your thing, then maybe we could leave. But
Sure.
obviously, I already got dressed up, I got ready, and
We're
in a
gonna
nice
fucking
place.
we're gonna fucking do this.
Yes,
Yeah.
we're going to do this.
Yeah.
And hand me the menu, and I look at all the food, and I'm like, you know what? I'm hungry. I'm gonna have me some food.
Surf and turf. Right now.
Exactly.
What's the next one? I can go first.
Yeah.
And, horrible dating experiences. Uh, oh, so I met this girl on Hinge, and should have been called Unhinged, right?
Mhm.
And she is immediately super into me, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be great, right?
Mhm.
And she's like, I want to go to this restaurant, but it's on the east side. I'm like, that's no worries. She's like, I'll pick you up. Cool, great,
Okay.
sounds fun. She pulls up. It's a, it's like a Honda. It's a Honda Accord,
Uh huh.
but there's like a different door. It's kind of dirty and there's damage on it. I'm like,
Yeah.
not bad, girl working on herself.
Yeah, yeah.
You're getting there. And she opens the door. She has to do the thing where she like leans over and opens it. I was like, okay, okay, I'm not high maintenance, right? I am always about somebody doing their best,
Mm-hmm.
and if you're doing your best, I'm into it, right?
Mm-hmm.
She opens the door, trash falls out, and I'm like, that right there,
Yeah.
which should have been, I should have went back in the house, but she was cute, and I was like, all right, let's see where this goes. I get in, just stepping on water bottles and wrappers. I get into the car, close the doors, whatever. She hits the gas. We just start
Crazy.
going, right? She swerves, we get on the freeway. Nightmare. She doesn't hit the brakes to the last second kind of thing,
Mm-hmm.
gunning it for no reason. I'm like, what? Who are you?
Yeah.
Right? She's like 5'2", little Salvadorian chick. And I'm just like, all right. And I'm trying to keep conversation going. Everything's nice.
Sounds like the 5'2" would do well with the guy that went home dating with the 5'8".
Yeah, I think they
they
would
would
have
hit it off.
They'd have been great.
Yeah,
They would've-
he would have liked that height, like 5'2", like yeah. I'm
He wouldn't have nothing to complain about.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe her driving, but so we get to the restaurant. I forget where it was, but it was like Italian or something like that. And we get into the restaurant and sit down, and she's like, "Hold on, I gotta go to the bathroom."
Okay.
She goes to the bathroom, comes back, little coat stain. This was before I did go. This was before that, and so I was like, "Oh, okay." So that's what this is, and she just starts yapping.
Yeah.
Just hit me with the yaps. And I'm like, this is nice. She asks me 0 questions about myself.
I will get to that one too,
Right.
actually.
And I just go, oh, so this isn't even about me. So she's like, I gotta go to the bathroom again. As soon as she gets up to go to the bathroom, I'm like, this is nuts. I feel small. I don't feel acknowledged. I feel ignored.
Yeah.
I feel like this girl is just whatever this is.
Yeah.
It's her thing. I get up to leave, and I'm just like, I gotta go.
Yeah.
This is unhinged. So I get outside, and then I'm like around the corner. I'm calling an Uber,
Mm-hmm.
and then I hear her bust out of the restaurant. Where the fuck is he? Where the fuck is that guy? Piece of shit.
Oh my god, I think you're dodging this one.
And I was like, so I book it down the corner.
Yeah.
And like as I'm booking
Down the corner.
Yeah.
Pick me up down the corner.
I'm booking it. I'm like texting the Uber driver, being like, "Yo, can you
Farther
like,
down, farther down.
forget he's over here?"
Yeah.
And I ended up getting away, but I was just like, "You can't."
Wow.
Yeah. So.
Crazy.
Tell me about you.
Oh, yeah, I just want to connect to what you said about like not being asked questions. So like I met this doctor, I'm not even gonna mention the name. And
What kind of doctor?
he's a doctor for butts. Mind you, I had no idea because when I met him, he just said he was a doctor. So I think it's like oncologist.
This is the second butt reference. This is nice.
So he's so he didn't tell me that when we met him. Of course, I'm like, okay, you're a doctor, great. Like I feel like, but I wanted to know more. I'll poke around like a little bit. No pun intended. Like, so I said, I'll we'll talk about it over dinner. And so dinner comes, and he's just asking me like a lot of questions, like one after another. I feel like I'm being interviewed. Like there's like a list of questions he's got, and he's asking me, and I don't even get an opportunity to ask him anything. And if I do, he'll answer it very short, like maybe 1 word to 2 words, and then he'll just ask me again. So I'm like, this is like a one-way thing. Like I need to know about you.
Sure.
I'm glad I even able to find out like he's an oncologist because I asked him like, so what kind of doctor are you? It's
You
like,
said oncologist?
I'm oncologist. I'm sorry.
Proctologist.
Whatever you call the ones.
Proctologist.
Yeah, the ones for
Yes, yeah.
dentistry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he's that kind of doctor. He's not for cancer. I think oncologist is for
Cancer.
Yeah. He's dealing with cancer in and you know what I mean, anal cancer, whatever, bowel cancer.
Yeah.
So he's basically asking me all these questions, and I'm thinking, okay, well, I'm down to like answer all these questions, but then I feel like you're firing me all these questions, and I feel like you're going down the list and see if I pass. Like, what is this? You know?
Right.
It was crazy then, and I felt like I was being interrogated, and then I was being tested without even me. Like, it's supposed to be fun. I think that's what people don't realize. Like, a date is supposed to be fun, or it's not supposed to be like, I'm gonna look for, red flags like that. It will show up naturally, and you will know, and you're just like, okay, this is not for me. But it's not something that you should have like a list to ask people. You should be focusing more on having a good time. Yes, getting to know the person, but let everything happen naturally. I believe.
I think there is an agenda because everybody has been scarred so much because of dating, and people invest so much time into relationships and they don't work out, and so people are like hurt, right? And when you have hurt people going into new things, they're still going to be either cautious about getting into the new thing, or they're going to try to be like really overly analytical. And so any mistakes, anything that's not compatible is immediately a no, because people down the, you'll see down the road how that's going to become a bigger issue.
Actually, yes.
Right. And so I don't fault people for having an agenda when it comes to that. What I do fault people over is the ability to compromise and to adapt.
Yes.
Because nobody's perfect.
Right.
And the thing is, when we were younger and in relationships, it was about trial and error.
Right.
It was about discovering the things about a person that were different.
Yes.
And then it also just kind of falls apart naturally. Like, no relationship is going to last forever unless you're super boring. But people evolve and change naturally. Like, you never know. You could evolve with each other and you just keep going.
Yeah. So this guy didn't show any personality at all. So it's like just him asking questions, and I'm like, I'm trying to be more kind of funny and having a little bit more laugh during our dinner date, and it's just not happening because I feel like he's so serious. I feel like I'm on an interview. So I was actually, are you like looking for a receptionist at your job or something?
I could
do
that.
The exact same thing.
Can you
and I'm
pay
like,
me? Yeah.
Am I here for a job interview? That's exactly how it felt for me. And I'm like, dude, like, really shows a personality, and like, let's have the time. That's what we're here, and I don't know why you're throwing all these questions at me.
What kind of questions were they?
Just basic questions. So basically, like, so what do you do? What do you like to do? So I don't mind being asked those questions.
Did he ask you like what your fucking favorite color was? Like stupid shit?
No.
Okay.
I wish he did actually, because that would have at least made sense.
What's your favorite animal? And you're like, oh.
I wish he did, because it totally like, okay, this makes sense. I could go on and on about this. And what's your favorite coloring book? Whatever.
Sure. Yeah, if you want to ask like inane questions that are just yes or no questions or
Yes.
single word answers, it's like, all right, I guess if I wanted to take the state exam, I'd go back to high school, but you don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's do around 3
Okay.
of bad, and then we'll go to good.
Okay.
Okay, so a third bad date for me, let's pick one. Recently, it didn't even happen.
Yeah.
So it was my fault, I think. Matched with this girl on Hinge,
Yeah.
and I was actually talking to like 3 other women at the time. And I don't know if we're in a new era, because one was trans, one was cis, the other was cis, another trans. And nobody was giving me back anything, like energy-wise. Like I'm investing, like I'm chasing. And I get that, but it was just like, do you want to like try to riff or something?
Yeah.
Something, and it just wasn't happening. So set up this date with this girl. We were gonna go see my friend who just got into a Netflix show, and she was doing her like premiere thing. Really swanky spot, right? And so I tell her about this place, and she's like, "Oh yeah, great, sounds good." I forgot to text her the day before. The plan was solidified, but I didn't follow up on the Friday because it was for Saturday. And so I text her Saturday morning being like, "Hey, are we still on?" Nothing. And you just feel kind of defeated because you feel like you put in some effort.
Yeah.
And it just is not going to work, you know? How about you?
I think this last one date that I had was, I think it's a little bit more like, I felt that I was being put in situations where I was being rushed to doing things. I'm sure a lot of women can relate to this. So you go out on a date, sharing all these first dates, and like it's our first date, we're getting to know each other, we're doing dinner, we're having such a good time. But I feel like every almost every 30-minute during date is like, or at least every 15 minutes, you would insert about possibly getting together already, like getting me in bed. You know what I mean? So it's just kind of like I've already expressed my kind of like, well, I'm not really looking to do that right now.
Not right now.
Like, I just kind of want to get to know you. It's our first date, unless that's something that we'd agreed upon before coming here. Like, we didn't even talk about, oh, let's do this. Like, it's just, to me, it's just more like a date.
Yeah.
And I wasn't planning on doing anything. Unless, of course, if I wanted to, then why not? But I'm just saying, it's
But
like,
just don't force it.
Exactly.
Jesus Christ.
It was like so many times, like, dude, you already told me, and I already said it's not gonna happen. And then again, it's gonna bring it up again. It's like it's not happening still. Like he's taken probably a lot of shots, and I did not take it. Nope. It's not.
So.
And it turned me off even more, actually. Like,
Yeah. Oh,
maybe I would have even been okay with it if it had been just like
just
really nice. You know what I mean?
Just a genuine thing.
Exactly.
I think men are very ill-equipped now, and I think that a lot of men don't do the work inside themselves or have enough female friends, or like consult a lot of like
maybe sisters
or sisters,
Yeah.
Or just even kind of like women energy, or even like just women resources or stuff like that. Like I do a bunch of fucking reading because I mean the culture right now of misandry, which is the opposite, which is the pairing of misogyny, which is against women, misandry is against men, right?
Yeah.
And the era of misandry with men and classifying men as, murderers, killers, rapists, those kinds of things, which most men are. You know what I mean? Like just default behavior. But being self-aware enough to not encourage that, or put that into the zeitgeist. Like, I mean, you play violent video games, cool, right? But you're not going to exert violence on people, you know what I mean? And
I would hope so, but
right, because like I don't know if everybody else has been seeing this, but all like the fight videos on Instagram are pretty insane, and I just think that men are in this weird bind where we're too stupid to get better, and we're just assuming that all the tricks that worked in the last relationship will work in this one, and there's just no evolution. What do you think?
I think I don't think men should have to have sisters or friends that are girls in order for them to understand women better. I believe that it's just a matter of like just having that, self-awareness, and just kind of read the room. If a woman says no, or a woman is not okay with it, then it is what it is, right? Like, if you're not okay with it, it's okay. You'll move on, and you can't really try to force things to happen if they don't want to. You know what I mean? If the more you do, the more actually jeopardizes your chances.
Sure.
So it's better to just kind of, again, you don't have to have a sister to understand that.
Right.
It's the same thing with your friends. Like, you just have to respect people's boundaries, basically. That's it.
So let's talk about good dates.
Yeah.
Tell me about a good date you've been on.
Ooh. Oh, yes. So this guy took me to this. I'm just like, the way we met, I'm not even gonna share that story. It's just the date right away. So he took me to this. It's like, so we were gonna have a picnic dinner or something. It's in Orange County somewhere. It's like next to the cliff.
Oh.
I thought he was gonna push me off the cliff. No, I'm just kidding. Like, oh my God, what is this guy gonna do? Like, I was getting scared because I'm like, what is he gonna do? Like, he's got a blanket, candles, and I'm like, and I barely know him. That was kind of pretty scary and risky. I don't recommend it for any, or for women to do that, but I felt like there was this trust that, okay, you know what, he's not capable of doing something like
let's see
that.
what happens.
Let's do it. So he took me by the cliff, lay down like a blanket, candle, and then some food and drinks, and I was like, oh my god, this is so sweet.
It is
I was
so
like,
cute.
oh my god, it's so cute. And then he
Wow.
was just such a gentleman and just
Mhm.
talking to me about like again, like, I remember I told you it's just making things happen naturally. We're just talking, enjoying the experience, enjoying where we were,
Mhm.
and the beach, the food, the drinks, and we had a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he actually became my boyfriend.
Really?
Yeah, well, he's not my boyfriend now; he's an ex. But
Well, how long were you guys together?
we're together for, I would say, a couple of years.
Cool. Very sweet.
Yeah,
Very
he was
sweet.
very nice.
Mm. That's fun. Good dates. Good dates.
Yes.
I mean, I've been. Mm, met this girl. She came to one of my comedy shows. I didn't actually clock her until maybe the third show she was at. And I was like, I've seen you before.
Uh-huh.
She was like, yeah, I've been to a couple of your shows. I'm like, oh. She's like, yeah, I think you run good shows. So I've just been following you and just hanging out. And I was like, great. And I was like, you want to go to a jazz club?
Ooh, that's nice.
And she was like,
Oh.
yeah. I was like, right now? She's like, yeah. I was like, okay, hop in the car. So we just hopped into the car.
Yeah.
Took her over to the Catalina Jazz Club. We got there right when it opened. Got seated dead right in the front.
Right.
We just because it was just naturally happened. I know one of the guys
Yeah.
there, and we had like 2 glasses of wine. Wonderful time.
Mm-hmm.
And then she was like, "You want to go for another drink?" And I was like, "Great." So we went to this other speakeasy that I know. She bought me a drink and just put my hand down. She was just like, I got it. And I was like, "Whoa." So we had a drink there, and she was like, listen, we've had a really great time, but let's save it for the next date and just drive home. And I promise I'll text you tomorrow, and we'll get together
I
again.
love that.
And I was like, oh, oh.
You're not doing this to me, like,
I was like,
after all of that.
I was like, oh my. You got it. So,
Yeah.
I drop her off at home. She
Yeah.
texts me right in the morning. She said, had a lovely time. Let's go out again. We dated for
Aw.
like 2 years. And it was really fun.
Wow.
And we ended off amicably, and
See?
it's great. And we're still kind of friends, and
Yes.
it works out.
There you go. See, all our stories, remember when you got a good time on the date, when it's natural
And it's
things
great.
are vibing?
Yep.
It could work. I mean, I have had experiences too that started off that way, and I'm not, together, but
Mhm.
still, it's still a good experience,
Mhm.
and the person was respectful about my boundaries,
Mhm.
and the same way for me too. So like,
Hmm.
and we still had a good time.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Tell me about your second good date.
My second good date. Oh, this is just more like being spontaneous.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually in Italy. Oh my god, I can't
Whoa.
believe we'll share this. I was in Italy.
Amalfi, huh?
Yes, it was in
Wow.
Milan. It was
Milan.
Milan. It was unexpected. I was again I'm just visiting. I'm not gonna stay there for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy invited me to dinner. So to me, it's like, okay, well, great. Like I'm gonna have a good time because he promised like I'm gonna show you around. He didn't really get a chance to show me around, but he just kind of showed me to a couple of places,
Mhm.
and then we ended up going to dinner. And the dinner was amazing. I mean, took me to this nice place, nice like jazz, live music, very romantic.
Mhm.
You know how Italians are; they can be really romantic.
Yeah.
So I'm sold. I'm like, okay, I like him.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, I'm not gonna, I'm not from there, and I already told him like, this is not happening. Like this is just this, and that's it.
Just getting
you
to know
know?
it, yeah.
And it's like, oh, that's cool. I'm okay with that and everything,
Mhm.
And then I go over to his house,
Yeah, okay.
just
Okay.
just hang out.
Mhm.
Nothing happens. So let me just, because he's got a roommate there,
Sure.
and it turned out that his roommate
Mhm.
is hotter. I was like, yes. And I I have to behave like I don't want to.
I thought you were gonna go to the other direction, but
Well, the other direction came to me, and the direction was right there, and then they're childhood friends, but they're also roommates,
Mhm.
and there was a little bit of kind of jealousy happening because so he was introduced to me, and I started talking to this guy, and he could see that we were vibing.
Mhm.
And then he was just like, okay, well, that's enough. Like, he didn't want to interrupt
Yeah,
the conversation, and
We're
just
gonna
like,
nip that, yeah.
well,
Mhm.
she'll only stay here, and then she'll leave because she has to go to, to her next trip. And it was just kind of weird how he started acting like that. But again, going back to the actual date, which we were talking about, he was actually good the whole time. And he was, you know, it was very, again, respectful, just making sure that I'm taken care of, and we're just having a good conversation. You know, I mean, he spoke very good English, you know, and yeah.
Fun.
Yeah, we'll still, you know, I think we kept in touch for a little bit, but not anymore. Like, we kind of,
Did you text the hot friend?
let's just leave that on it. I did not.
Oh.
So there was, so
Oh.
Instagram happened, and then there was a message from the friend, but I tried to talk, but then I didn't want to create any type of drama because again, it's like
I mean, you're 50,000 miles away.
exactly. So, like, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna make this childhood friends, you know, break up.
Yeah, right.
I'm
Yeah.
like,
No,
no.
that's good for you for recognizing that. 'Cause
Yeah.
some women can be evil.
Right.
And,
Yes.
And will do that and burn down the house before leaving.
Yeah. No, definitely
Yeah.
that's not what I wanted to do because I wanted to have fun. I was just happy to have met good people actually because that's one thing that I actually wanted to do is just to meet these nice people. Mind you, I was traveling alone.
Right, and that's also
by myself.
dangerous.
So
Yeah.
it's a little, you know, I was a little bit careful.
Mhm.
I wanted to make sure I was just not like going off with some people.
No, because you can
Yes.
you can get chopped up into little pieces and thrown in a river.
Exactly.
You know, yeah.
Yeah.
You just gotta avoid all that shit. Okay. Let's see another good date that I've been on. A good one. I like meeting people in the wild. I don't really like apps, and there's been a couple of
Yeah.
times when I've met someone when I'm out, and it really goes well, right? And that doesn't happen all of the time. But I think it's when I have worked on myself, right? When if I hit the gym pretty regularly, I have this thing where it's like if I go to the gym every day for 2 weeks, I'm hooking up. Like
Yeah.
it's a guaranteed thing. Like if I just go work out, do it, whatever, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
But I haven't been doing that as of lately.
Yeah.
But I need
It
to.
is tough. I mean, it's the weather.
Yeah, it's just
I
too
mean,
fucking hot to do anything. Yeah.
I know there should be any excuses, but I get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But yeah, apps I've never really been successful with. I'd say that. I don't.
Organic. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather meet somebody out in public.
Yeah.
At a show, at a concert, at a bar.
Right.
But just not, that's all we met.
Yeah. Funny thing you mentioned that because both of the experiences I shared with you, the good ones, are actually I met them organically. I didn't meet them online. The ones that I met online, those are the ones where I was having bad experience.
Yeah, super sketch.
Again, I'm not here to say that I'm sure people find their, soulmate
Right.
online.
I think there's an immediate. My sister got married to her boyfriend,
See?
and they met on Hinge. Yeah, which is just a different. I think it's just a different era. But yeah, I just think that like maybe it could be the curse of instant gratification. Right? If it's too easy, it's too good to be true. Right? So if it's like, natural, organic, everything's kind of serendipitous, then I think that would probably be the best bet to go.
Yeah.
What's your third good date? And then we'll move on to the next
Yes, this one, oh my gosh, like I can still remember it. Like,
one. Oh, like it was yesterday.
Oh my goodness. Again, it's in Italy, so finally.
Jesus, man.
Yeah, because this Italian man, I'm telling you, they know how to do it. Like they're so good. Like even just the way they talk to you, and they also know I'm not from there. This American girl, she's right over here, and she's by herself, so they kind of know how to But at the same time, they were doing it right. Like they were also not very aggressive. There have been experiences where they were aggressive, but obviously I did not go for that. But this guy I met at a hotel. So it's not my hotel. I was in my hotel and I went there to have dinner because I was invited by I think one of the managers there, and they're like, hey, you should check out our place. We'll have a nice setup for you. I'm like, sure, why not? So I went there, and I'm meeting this chef. So So he's like the head chef.
Wow.
So I was like, oh, I love this. The food's being laid out. This is delicious. I love them. And I kind of asked like, who's the chef? I wanted to talk to the chef and kind of let him know that I'm enjoying the food. The chef comes out and I'm like, so, ooh, I know it's not the food. It's like the chef.
Well, it's not spicy.
The chef
but it's
too
hot
is
here.
the
Yeah.
chef too is edible. Just
Mhm.
so anyway, so I saw the chef and we started talking and we just start having fun, having conversations. Like he likes the fact that I'm complimenting his food and I'm enjoying his food. And he asked us like, "What are you doing after this?" I said, "Well, I'm probably just gonna go back to my room because I could go to like one of the bars, but I'm like, I don't know, like what should I do?"
Right.
And he was like, "Well, if I'm gonna leave in like 30 minutes to an hour. If you don't mind waiting, I'll show you around. Like we can ride on." Like on a motorcycle, like just like the movie, like I'll be on the back and we'll just ride because it's in Amalfi Coast, along the coast. So so he took me for a ride along the coast, beautiful night, and then we stop at like this nice spot, like I know this nice spot, and the rest is history.
Oh, nice.
I can
spot.
share a lot of details, but I'm
Sure.
just saying that was like it was the nicest, one of the nicest experiences that I had, and I felt like I was what you call it, movies, like one of those rom-com, and you're like on a motorcycle with this Italian guy, So
Then he bangs you on the back of his motorcycle.
yeah,
Sick. Sick.
So that was like that was fun. That was cute.
That's cool. That's very cool. Now, we're in an economic crisis, and that comes with cost cutting, and with cost cutting, that comes with hanging out less. And sometimes you have to cut your losses.
Yeah.
And that can also include friends.
Yes.
All right. So we are moving into our next topic is hanging out less.
Yes. Isn't that?
Yeah.
That's not good.
Yeah, it sucks when like the economy is contingent on your social life.
Right. And also we're working more, and when we finally have time to actually enjoy life, then we start thinking about, oh, maybe I have to like cut costs.
Sure.
So like, then why are you working for if you're not living your life? It's like
Because you gotta pay fucking
exactly.
rent. Yeah.
That's exactly like the sad part about this whole thing is just like, so you work hard, and then when it's time for you to do something for yourself, now you're feeling a little guilty because now you're feeling responsible for even going out and hanging out with your friends because you're spending this money and you got all these bills that you need to pay.
Yep.
So that's not fair.
Yep. Tell me about it. I have definitely spent money I shouldn't have because I was having such a good time.
Yeah.
And it only takes you like a handful of those times before you realize, man, I'm fucking up.
Right.
You know? And then you have to like negotiate with your landlord. Like you're like, hey, I got it, but it's coming.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of shit.
Yeah.
So, what you don't have to say names, but like, what type of friends do you have to cut off first? Who's in the first wave?
I wouldn't say I'm not cutting them off per se. Like I'm not actually
Weaning.
Basically, it's more like, okay, if we're gonna try to hang out, let's say we're gonna try to meet certain places, and it's gonna be a long drive. So you're like, so basically, you're gonna cost me this much gallon of gas to get to you, or just to get to this place. So it's you just have to work it out with them. Make sure that, hey, we meet halfway, and we put in a little bit of this, and I'll put in some money to
Right.
this, and then LA parking, like on top of that, you gotta
yeah.
pay for parking.
Yep.
And it's a never-ending expenses. The moment you step out of your house, your money, you're already draining them.
Yeah, then you get a parking ticket.
And then you get a parking ticket.
Jesus Christ. All right, so I was at a concert where it was a bigger concert, and I meet this girl there. She's all over me, and I hate it. But she's nice, right? So she invites a friend who is gross. And she's like one of those like dirty, like Burning Man chicks.
Oh, okay.
Just like, the Venice Abbott Kinney folks where it's like
Hot homeless.
yeah, and you're just
With
like,
the
who's
home.
this bitch? Like, it's just like,
Half house, half homeless.
yeah, and I was just like, this sucks. And so you have this fucking hobbit friend coming with us, and they're like, lucky my homeboy was with me, so he took it for the team.
Yeah.
So he's chatting her up. We end up going out. I spend $60 on like 3 drinks for me, her, and her friend, because my homeboy didn't have any money,
Mhm.
but he bought himself a drink. And I was
Mhm.
like, okay. So we get a drink there, big old beers, great. She's like, can you bring me the Santa Monica? Like, that's her voice. Like, can you bring me the Santa Monica?
It's so holiday.
So you bring me the Santa
Oh
Monica?
my god.
And I was like, okay, fine. So we get in my fucking car, and we drive to Santa Monica. And then we get to her house, and it's nice, right? It's a cute little spot. Get inside, and she's like, do you want to do ketamine? And I'm like, I haven't done ketamine in a while, maybe.
What is that?
Ketamine?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, ketamine it's technically a horse tranquilizer, but it also makes you go into a time warp.
Yeah.
It's kind of hallucinogenic, but it's not intentionally that or classified as hallucinogenic, but it's still cool to do at like a rave. And it's also really good for PTSD,
Mhm.
and it's also like good for like a pain reliever and stuff like that. So like it has a number of different applications.
Good.
But also it's kind of fun to do.
So would you let me try it? Like, would you recommend?
If somebody gives it to you, you got to do a little bit. Don't
Okay.
do a lot.
Okay.
Do a little bit, because if you do too much, you go into a K-hole, which is nuts.
Okay.
And that's how it feels.
Noted.
Yeah, it is too much. I love it, right?
Yeah.
But you also mix it with cocaine to be able to stay out of the thing,
Wow.
and then it's called Calvin Kleining,
Yeah.
right? So you can jump out.
I thought you'd be doing like consistence, like Calvin Kleining. That was a bad joke. Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. We could just
Like I thought you were like voguing,
Voguing,
doing your
yeah.
fashion, Calvin
Right.
Kleining.
whatever. All right, but friggin'. So she's like, I gotta call my dealer. I'm like, okay.
Got it.
She invites this guy over, and I don't know what it was, but he was really threatening, and he's like 250. I'm like, what? I thought,
Yeah.
oh. So you put two and two together, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, I have to fucking supply, because that's what this
Yeah,
is.
oh
It's
no.
me supporting her addiction, and that's what this whole thing was. I could have walked out,
Yeah.
and I need to do
But it's
that.
good.
I need to do that more often.
Yeah.
I need to set a boundary. If something doesn't work for me, I have to leave. I cannot be coerced into spending money or
Yes.
doing shit that I don't want to do. And I did it anyway. And so I bought it, but I only gave him $225. Because I was like, no, you can take that from her,
Yeah.
right? This is what the fuck this is.
Yeah.
And they're like, sure. So I do a big rip. And then I'm like, I go straight to the bathroom and barf.
Right.
Barf all over that bathroom.
Oh goodness. I can already imagine.
Kind of on purpose, but also
Yeah.
that was because I was drunk and mischievous.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I missed a couple times.
Yeah.
But like,
You made a mess. Oh my goodness.
and then I walked out and I went into the K-hole.
Yeah.
I lived into a separate reality outside my own body, somebody
Right.
else's reality. I transported,
Yeah.
and you can just do that. So I transported out of the reality. I'm going in and out, right?
Mhm.
And then I think I'm trying to be able to articulate this in a very fun way. And it turns out when you think you're speaking English,
Yeah.
you are going yabba dabba dibba dabba.
Yeah.
Like it's not.
Yeah, you're not.
You're not.
You're
And it-
speaking an alien language.
Yeah.
Just now.
Yep. And so she was like, "Oh, you're just speaking K-hole," and I was like, "Oh."
That? Did he does that to you? Or?
If you're deep in it, yeah. But I was fading out when I realized what I was doing. So I just shut up and I waited for it to subside. And I was like, wow, I lived through a totally separate reality.
Yes.
And I'd like to share it with you. Something about the 1860s, and I lived in this other time, and I was in this industrial part of the city, and I was working in this like sweatshop, and I was like helping out. Like I lived in something. I don't know if it was my own ancestry, something else, but I transported to a separate reality. And she was like, "That's really cool. You want to do it again?" And I'm like, "No." And I passed out.
Yeah.
Woke up in the morning, $68 ticket.
Oh, and then if you don't pay them, you know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. How about you? Who are you cutting off?
Let's see. Well, I have my bestie, actually, like, I love her to death. And she lived in some, like, inland, about 5-hour drive from here. I'm trying to remember what city it was. But we both from Virginia, and she moved out here. And, you know, I've been trying to want to visit her, but, like, the drive itself to go out there, it's, like, expensive. Because now I gotta drive my car to get there with the gas and everything.
You're talking
And
about
then
LA to Virginia?
Yeah, no, we're both from Virginia, by the way. Yeah, we're both from Virginia, and she moved out here to visit her mom.
Oh, where
her mom retired, and
she's in what part?
gosh, I'm trying to remember what city it is. She's gonna kill me
In Santa
if she's
Barbara?
gonna watch this. No, it's farther north.
Oh, so like
Oh gosh, what's the
San
name?
Luis Obispo?
No, it's in between Santa Barbara and
Ventura?
Montgomery. Montgomery.
Montecito?
Pretty close, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, somewhere there, but it's a little bit more
Monterey.
inland. Yeah, it's
Okay.
in between Monterey and Santa Barbara.
Okay. Okay.
So that place.
Mm-hmm.
So it's quite a drive,
Mm-hmm.
and I've been wanting to see her, and I do want to see her, but I'm like, girl, like I know it's just expensive to get there.
Yeah, it's too much.
And then she can't drive to me, but the thing is, she has to stay, watch for her mom because her mom, she's taking care of her mom right now, and so she can't really leave her. You know what I mean? Like she can't find a temporary person to watch for her mom, so that's the reason why. Yeah, so that's kind of like I haven't seen her and I love her to death and I want to see her, but then we haven't really had an opportunity to see each other. Mind you, when she was in Virginia and I was living over here, I actually had seen her a few times to visit her, but now that she's living out here,
Barely.
closer, and I
Barely.
actually haven't seen her. Yeah, exactly. So that tells you a lot about.
Oh.
I know,
Wait a
but she
second.
understands. She gets it.
Is it close to a train station?
Actually, no, she's not close to a train station. Actually, have I asked her? Because I could also take the bus. I don't mind.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, man, it
No,
does.
no, do the bus. I have actually never. Okay, having lived in LA, I've never taken bus, public transportation.
Mhm.
I mean, I want to kind of try it just to see what it's like. Maybe now
Don't.
that we're cutting
No,
costs.
no, don't.
No,
It's not good.
it's not good.
It's not good.
Because I'm like, maybe I could take the train to go somewhere just to like, you know what I
The
mean?
train is fun. I like not the subway, but the train is good.
Train is good.
Train is good.
Okay.
Fuck the subway.
Oh my god. So
Don't
that's-
do that.
I've never seen it. I haven't.
You've never been on the metro?
No. And no, I'm telling you, I've
Don't.
been here.
Okay, so I work in Century City. And I work in Century City downtown in Santa Monica. Right? I travel between each spot depending on what my assignment is. And my home base is in Century City, and if you're at a home base, they don't pay for your parking. So I've been not taking my car to work and taking the bus. I am more exhausted taking the bus than I am driving my own car. The bus is an energy vampire. It is loud,
Slow.
it's slow, and I think running for it is a humiliation ritual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Run, Forrest.
Wait! It's me and a short little Latina woman.
Oh
and
my
it's just,
God.
wait! Pásale, whatever the fuck it is. Yeah, and I did it 5 days last week, and it's 2 buses, one from the corner right over here,
Yeah.
straight up, straight over. You don't have to pay now.
Yeah.
You just walk on that bitch.
Really?
Yeah.
They don't really
They
care.
don't really give
Yeah.
a fuck. No, because there's a
They're getting their money.
yeah.
Somebody's paying for it.
Somebody's doing it, and also it's not worth the fight. I think,
Yeah.
for them.
Yeah, you're right. You pay. If you don't,
Mhm. It's a
Fuck
fucking
it.
drag.
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't do the bus. It's fucking nuts. And the
No.
metro, and the metro.
No, you don't know.
No, metro.
For experience, I was planning on it. And I'm like, just one time, just to see, like,
No,
oh my
you-
god, I've tried it. Like, I can talk about it. Like now, I'm like, probably no.
Do you want to step in poop?
No.
Okay, great. That's all you got.
On the bus, they do that.
Not on the bus, on the metro.
Oh
Do you want to?
no.
Do you want to? Do you want to have somebody try to pass you a meth pipe and then look at you like, oh,
Okay.
you're too good for this? Like, I've been in that situation
Yeah.
where it's just like,
And you
and I'm like, oh no, I'm good.
get
And I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? You know?
Wow.
What the fuck is that? Getting rejected by a meth addict.
It's
Hey.
offensive. How dare
Right?
you?
How
Yeah.
dare-
Why did you do that?
Sir,
Oh my god, I'm not talking to you
more-
anymore.
more-
How dare you do that?
more
Like,
for
that's so
me.
wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you want to keep going with the?
No.
Okay.
We can move on.
So we can move on. So we
Yeah.
can go to the next one, which is a sensitive topic, which actually would probably resonate with some people.
Yeah.
Which is also speak freely about it because
Yeah.
this is a space to do that.
Yeah.
We're talking about inter-Asian prejudice
Yes.
and classic or colorism
Mm-hmm.
is part of that, and social and cultural hierarchies.
Yes.
And also within the American perspective,
Yes.
and how to, and because I guess, Filipinos, you're Filipino,
I am.
Filipino, and as a exploitative or exploited and abused class of people, that kind of Filipinos export themselves to other countries for manual labor, nursing jobs, construction, domestics, nannies, everything, and you are exploited
Right.
worldwide.
Correct.
I remember I was reading the thing about when they built the stadium in Qatar. It was just like Filipinos and Bangladeshi people are just kept in bunkers or kept in shipping containers, and then are not allowed to use a bathroom, horrendous conditions, and they're basically forced into slave labor. And you just go, when is it going to get better?
Yeah.
And then you hear, the racism that Filipinos face when trying to advocate for their own
Yes.
civil welfare.
Yes. So it is a very sensitive topic, and like you brought a really good topic there when you said colorism, because
Mhm.
that's actually happening within Asian countries. So
Mhm.
it's a little vast. So Asian is so big, by the way.
Mhm.
So you got East Asian, Central Asia,
South
Southeast, South Asian, so
West Asia.
West Asian.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna try to narrow it down first within the Philippines,
Mhm.
and it's common. I believe a lot of people can relate to this. A lot of Asian places and Cambodian, Southeast Asian.
Mhm.
The colorism defining beauty as having light skin.
Mhm.
So I feel like there's also colonial mentality
Yep.
with that. That's the reason why the beauty standard when it comes to Asia, I'm just gonna generalize Asia.
Right.
But again, it is so big. So, but this is more on observation based in an Asian standard of beauty is having lighter skin. And I feel like if you don't fit
Proximity to whiteness.
to whiteness,
Yes.
exactly. And if you don't fit into that standard, then you're considered not attractive, you're considered less, you're considered more like you're poor, that's basically what it signifies. So having light
Sure.
skin means that you have money, you have a good status.
Mhm.
And if you have darker skin, or if you're darker skin, then you're more of someone who's poor and
Mhm.
someone who's probably deemed as unattractive and unhealthy either.
Unhealthy, eh?
Yeah.
When obviously standing in the sun gives you a lot of vitamin D.
Yes.
Okay, so with my experience being light-skinned African American, I can definitely testify to that same treatment within the Black community, where I actually get by pretty well, and I recognize that. I am treated very decently within the Black community. Also, I've met with a lot of skepticism, and I'm also roasted, which is fine. Which is fine. I'm okay with being light skinned and having a white mama. You know. But at the same time,
Me too.
right?
Just kidding.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know. But I also realized that like that kind of privilege, you would say, not everybody can have that. You know, a lot of
Mhm.
people will be judged and discriminated against off the rip, even if they're intelligent, well articulated, and can navigate those spaces. Some people are met with horrendous racism and prejudice before even being able to express themselves freely.
Mhm.
And I think that also sucks.
Mhm.
Um, Now within the Asian community, the hierarchy. And now, don't get me wrong, I've heard this, right? It goes Japanese people,
I saw that.
Chinese people,
Mhm.
Vietnamese. No, no, those are even
I think
lower.
it's more like the East Asians
East
are the
Asians,
top,
East,
and then all the Southeast Asians are the bottom.
right?
That's basically something that made up by, I would say, East Asians themselves. I'm
Sure.
sure Southeast Asians would not make something like that up and then rank themselves lower. So it is
Right.
definitely East Asians, and that's basically the problem there. So that's basically their type of mentality. It's the fact that that's ingrained in their brain, thinking that they're superior. That is already like
Built in.
built in, and I just kind of want to like grab a mirror and show them like, have you seen what's happening with your people in America? Like,
Oh yeah.
they're being treated poorly.
Yep.
In fact, Filipinos especially, we're closer to, I guess we're not, we can pass Latino sometimes. So when it comes to Asian hate, like being harassed or attacked, we don't really experience it as much as East Asians. Just because of their appearance alone, they're more like the most Asian looking, if there's such thing, just because they're East Asians having the, like the monolid eyes and more slanted eyes. So like compared to Filipinos, again, I'm not saying one is better than the other. This is just more saying that um, that we're kind of, like you said, having light skin, it gives you a little pass. So it's, again, for Filipinos, it gives us a little pass for being who we are. Not saying that we don't face discrimination, we do.
Sure.
But compared to Chinese and Japanese, or Chinese, Korean, they probably face more of this type of harassment when it comes to Asian hate.
Sure.
So that's basically my point, and that's why when I see them doing that, and I'm like, yeah, we need to realize that first of all, there shouldn't be any Asian and Asian hate. That's bad overall,
Anyway.
right? Let's talk about that 1st, because we all face discrimination. We all face
In some form.
hate, right? And it doesn't matter how you rank it. At the end of the day, we're still below white superiority, and that's what I don't understand. Like, we can try to see who's better than the other. We're all on the same boat. We're all on the same page at the end of the day. So we can either help this boat sink, or we can help this boat stay afloat and move forward, and let's be united. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I don't want to be too serious about that, but that's basically the point that East Asians need to understand. Yeah, you can do this hierarchy and rank people. At the end of the day, you're not white. Like, you're not gonna be in that standard. You can try to do that, but we're all the same. You get discriminated by so many people.
So I was thinking about it because I pay attention a lot to like geopolitics, right, and like international relations, things like that. And it just occurred to me as you were talking. The I don't know what it's like to travel within the Pacific sphere, right? Now, if you think about international businessmen, people who go from, for instance, like from Beijing to Kuala Lumpur to Jakarta in Singapore or in Indonesia, or in Myanmar, Malaysia, Cambodia, Laos, Vietnam, any of those countries, I would not know because I haven't been. Right? Asia, I haven't been to Asia yet, right? Now, if Chinese people, or somebody from Tokyo, or something to that effect, or from Seoul in South Korea, if they were to travel, we forgot about Korea.
Yeah, I know Koreans.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about that.
Yeah.
But to travel from one of those modern countries, right, modern in the sense of they're insulated within their
Mhm.
big mega cities. They probably have a lot of municipal functions, trash pickups, whatever, technology at their disposal. And then to go to Manila and then, or go to
Like
Hanoi, or go to, what the fuck is the capital?
Bangkok.
Sure, Bangkok. I was gonna go with whatever the fuck the capital of Laos is, but I have no idea.
I don't know either.
I don't know
Sorry,
what
I
that
wish I
is.
could tell you.
Yeah, or the capital of Cambodia. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I don't either. So if you have any Cambodians out there,
If anybody could tell us in the
Yes.
chat, that'd be nice. But you know, we could also Google it. Now, to see whatever that, because Manila, I've heard, isn't very clean, and I've heard that only on
Mhm.
reference, right? Now, if you were to leave Shanghai or Guangzhou, and I don't know if you've seen the videos, or Shenzhen, and if you've seen the videos, those, it looks like fucking Blade Runner. Like they're really good. They're really big cities.
Right.
And if you were to go there to some fishing village in Phuket or fucking Cebu, right? Am I saying it right? Like
Thailand.
no, Cebu, like Cebu,
Oh, Phuket is in Thailand.
And I know Phuket is in Thailand,
Yeah.
but CEBU in the Philippines, where you can see.
Oh,
like,
Cebu.
Cebu, where
Yeah,
you can see
Cebu.
like I want to go there to see whale sharks.
Yeah.
Right? That's a bucket list. If you were to go to those villages or village metropolitan areas, right, you probably would think you were superior.
Mhm.
Not posing it that it's wrong or
Right.
right, but just looking at it, being like, you know, when like the colonizers came over and they saw the Native Americans, like, you know, these guys wearing skins, you know, they don't have silks and everything. It's just this level of like perspective.
Right.
And nobody understands the richness of culture, the diversity of culture. Nobody can really comprehend the beauty of simplicity and living within means, right? We're so used to all this extravagant choice
Right.
that some people are just not capable of empathy or even embracing a different perspective. So
Yeah.
I think racism is kind of an indication of somebody being limited in their worldview and intelligence.
Yes. That is exactly correct. And people need to get out sometimes and actually see the world from a point of view of the people that they're visiting or the people that are living from those countries. You know, you can't, and it doesn't also mean that they're better and happier, mind you.
Sure.
Actually, Filipino people are known to be happy people
Very happy.
and positive people. And also when it comes to suicide rate, may I add, East Asians have higher rate.
Sure.
Yeah, let's Google that one.
Yeah,
Again,
Google that one.
correct me if I'm wrong, but this is
They have a
we
whole
gotta-
word
we
for
gotta
that in
get the data
Japanese,
on
yeah.
this one. But
Yeah.
yes, so again, this is just it just tells you of being modern, living in a richer country, or you know, having those resources. It does not always equate to happiness and satisfaction and having a good life. You have people who are like the Philippines, Thailand, Vietnam, who are living a simple life, Cambodian and all Southeast Asians, but you see that they're happier in a sense, just because they're content with what they have. Now again, there's also other factors. There's crime too there's definitely crime that's happening, and no country is perfect, you know. But when it comes to overall well-being of the people, then I'm not saying this is because I'm Filipino. Definitely Filipinos are definitely up there when it comes to, you know, people would say the nicest ones, the ones that they find.
Anthony Bourdain agrees.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the endorsement from that guy.
Oh yes, right. So I mean, you know, again, we're not perfect. We have some bad people there too, but collectively, based on what others say about the Philippines when they go there, our great resources is not the high-rise buildings. It's not the rich people. It's not the richness, capitalism, material things.
No,
It is the people.
It's chicken adobo.
Yes.
And
It is chicken adobo.
It's pancit.
It's sinigang.
Yes, and
Yeah,
it's
sinigang.
it's fucking, what the fuck are the fucking spring rolls?
Yeah.
Now with the lumpia.
Lumpia.
Yes,
Oh
yes.
my god. I didn't
Oh.
want to like. I wanted to wait. I'm like, you got this.
Yes,
Lumpia.
no, I wish I had
I
a
can
back
cook, by the way. I can make those things. So
dinner.
yeah,
Yeah.
I could definitely make those things. Actually, a lot of Filipino food I could cook.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
If you can get me a big old freezer bag of lumpia,
Yeah.
that'd be nice.
Yeah, actually, it will be a nice thing. You know, next time
Mm-hmm.
we're actually gonna do like food making. I think we should do that.
Yes.
Like, even just like the lumpia wrapping
Mhm.
while we're talking.
Mm-hmm.
I think something that's an idea that we
That's
can
a
do
great
for
idea.
next time. We could, because actually that's how we do it sometimes. Like when we wrap lumpia or egg rolls, we
Mhm.
actually
It's
we do it as more like a communal thing. Like we
Mhm.
sit around and we chat and we
Mm-hmm.
bring out all the hot teas and we just, hey, you know what happened to so and so, or we're
Mhm.
rolling the lumpia, something we can do.
Little social
And then you
hour.
just put in exactly.
That'd be very
We can
cute.
do that. I think
That'd
just
be
for
very
next time.
cute.
I would love to do that.
That'd be very
Yeah.
cute. I would love to do that.
Yes.
All right, so we've made it to the hour, and I think you've been a wonderful guest.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Mm-hmm. And we'll do this again in a couple weeks. Mhm.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm
Mhm.
having fun.
Say bye to Cassie, everybody.
Bye, everyone. Thank you for watching.
All right, we'll see you next week.
See you.
Mhm.
Mwah.